Hey guys, it's Brian with Simpleman's Comics in collaboration with Comic Book Speculation and Investing, and in this video I'm going to give you my picks for Marvel comics that are coming out in December that you can pre-order right now during the month of October. Now remember, by pre-ordering these comics you can save anywhere between 20 to 50% off the cover price. There's multiple places to pre-order. You pre-order online, you can pre-order at your local comic book store. If you do pre-order at your local comic book store, make sure that they pass that discount on to you, because sometimes they do and sometimes they don't. Now, all these picks are going to come right out of October's previews catalog, which I have on the screen right now. So without saying much more, let's go and roll into this. First up, we have all new Wolverine number 28. This is part 4 to Orphans of X. Wolverine has been stalked, hunted, and surveyed by the Orphans of X, a group that will stop at nothing to kill her and Daken, including reforging the horrible Muramasa blade. Now, Laura will have to delve deep into Logan's history in order to find a weapon with which to fight back and save her family. There's a regular cover for this. There's also a regular priced Bartel Phoenix variant. Amazing Spider-Man number 792. This is part 2 to Venom Inc. Spider-Man finds himself between Eddie and a mysterious new figure, and Black Cat and her gang find themselves face to face with an amped up villain named Maniac that might just rip those faces right off. Now there's a regular cover by Alex Ross. There's a regular priced Phoenix variant by Ryan Stegman, but there's also an incentive variant by Ryan Stegman as well. Amazing Spider-Man number 793. Spider-Man's been compromised by Maniac, and it looks like his only hope is Eddie Brock. Peter Parker isn't going to like that. There's a regular cover. There's also an incentive variant by Ryan Stegman. Amazing Spider-Man Renew Your Vows number 14. This is 8 Years Later part 2. It's the annual Parker Family Fun Day on Coney Island, but what is supposed to be a relaxing day at the beach quickly turns into a superhero spectacular. Meanwhile, Peter and Mary Jane's concerns surrounding Annie continue. Amazing Spider-Man Venom, Venom Inc. Alpha number 1. This is part 1 to Venom Inc. Peter Parker, Eddie Brock, and Flash Thompson have one major thing in common. The Venom symbiote changed all their lives. The inky black alien lifeform is doubling down on our heroes, and they're not the only ones about to be put through the ringer. Venom Inc. kicks off and rolls into Amazing Spider-Man and Venom as familiar faces rise to new levels of villainy. So there's going to be a regular cover for this. There's also going to be a Phoenix Gurnoff variant for this, which is regular priced, but there's also an incentive 1 in 50 Gabrielle Del Otto variant. I'm sure that'll be a hot title to pick up because everyone loves Gabrielle Del Otto. Beware, some places online are selling it for up to $100. Do not pay that much for it. Avengers number 674. This is part 5 to Worlds Collide. As Earth and Counter-Earth begin to approach one another, the Avengers and Champions team must find some way to avert dual global catastrophes. There's a regular cover for this by Alex Ross, but there's also a Phoenix variant which should be regular priced by Brent Schoonover. Now there's also Avengers 675 coming out in December, and it looks to be a big title because everything about it is classified and there's a crap load of covers for it. So there's the regular cover, there's an artist variant, there's another regular priced Avengers variant, there's a party variant which is classified, there's an Alex Ross sketch variant, there's an Alex Ross variant, there's also a trading card variant, and there's a Scotty Young classified variant. No cover art, no solicitation description, so it looks to be a big title, and pre-order at your own will. Ben Reilly Scarlet Spider issues number 11 and number 12. This is going to be part 2 and part 3 to the Slinger's Return. After disagreeing about how to deal with the resurrected Hornet, the Scarlet Spider and Ricochet square off. With his reflexes, spider sense, and tech, Spider's got this guy beat, right? Both of these are going to have regular covers by Carrie Randolph. Black Bolt number 8. This is going to be part 1 to the Midnight King returns to Earth. After months off-world, the former Inhuman King Black Bolt returns to Earth to find judgment awaiting him. In his absence, the Inhumans were rounded up, imprisoned, and now struggle to maintain their fragile democracy. But someone must pay the price for the horrors they've endured. Will Black Bolt survive his people's wrath? Now, this is going to ship with 5 different covers. We have a regular cover for this. There's also a regular priced Phoenix variant. There's a Mike McCone headshot variant. There's also a Legacy and Lenticular variant, as well as an incentive Nick Darrington variant. Captain Marvel number 127. This is part 3 to Dark Origin. On a distant, bizarre world, you'd think a familiar face would be comforting for Carol Danvers. But then again, This Peter Quill doesn't seem to be in the friendliest mood. Carol learns the hard way that Zeta Flight may have given her a bad reputation, but how does it even exist? This is just going to have a regular cover, and it's a gorgeous regular cover by Phil Noto. Captain America number 696. This is part 2 to Home of the Brave. On his quest across America, Steve Rogers faces off against a brand new swordsman. Strap yourselves in for a sword burst shield duel unlike anything you've ever seen. We have a regular cover by Chris Samney. There's also a regular priced Phoenix variant by Ron Lim. Daredevil number 596. This is part 2 to the Mayor Fisk story arc. Newly elected Mayor Wilson Fisk is declared Daredevil public enemy number 1. Now every bit of law enforcement in New York City is out to take him down, and the man without fear has nowhere to hide, while Matt Murdock receives the most incredible offer of his legal career. Now we have a regular cover for this by Dan Mora. There's also a regular priced Phoenix variant by David Lopez. Deadpool vs. Old Man Logan number 3. The evil group Genform has captured Maddie, a new Omega level mutant. Will Deadpool and Old Man Logan finally set aside their differences in order to save her as a team? Of course not. This has a regular cover by Declan Shelby and a regular priced variant by Ron Lim. Incredible Hulk number 711. Return to Planet Hulk Part 3. On the savage planet of Sakaar, the last remaining tribes of Dead Society fight for adrenaline resources. A sequence of ancient trials known as the Gauntlet is the only way to survive. A champion is called to battle. Amadeus Cho, the totally awesome Hulk. His opponent is a familiar one. Witness the Thundering Barbarian, the Odinson. Now this is going to have 3 different covers. There's a regular cover by Greg Land. There's also a regular price Phoenix variant by Dan Mora, but there is also an incentive variant by Marco Cicchetto. Marvel 2-in-1 number 1. Now this comic's going to ship with 9 different covers, guys. You have a regular cover. You're going to have a 2-in-1 Legacy lenticular cover. There's a Mike McCone Legacy headshot variant. There's a Jack Kirby 1964 t-shirt incentive variant. You're going to have a Marvel 2-in-1 100th anniversary Jack Kirby variant. There's also going to be a John Tyler Christopher trading card variant, an incentive Arthur Adams variant, an incentive Alex Ross variant, and a super price the hell out of everyone because it's going to be freaking expensive John Byrne remastered variant. And that's looking at about $2,000. Cha-ching. Phoenix Resurrection Return Jean Grey number 1. She will return like a phoenix from the ashes. Years ago, Jean Grey died and the X-Men mourned her. Since then, the world has changed and our teammates have lived without her and died without her. And now when strange events start happening all over the world, those teammates can only come to one conclusion. The one and true Jean Grey is back. Now this is going to ship with a bunch of different covers, but I'm only going to talk about a few here. So you're going to have a regular cover, you're going to have a regular priced Art Germ variant, there's also a John Tyler Christopher regular priced variant, there's an incentive Arthur Adams variant, there's a black and white remastered variant, there's a remastered variant, there's also an incentive Lionel Francis Yu variant, and an incentive Art Germ variant. Spider-Gwen number 27. This is part 3 to Gwenom. With pressure mounting on all sides, the police force ratchets up their manhunt for the dangerous fugitive called Spider-Woman, and they're hot on her tail, even in spite of her new black costume. It's going to have a regular cover by Robbie Rodriguez, and there's also a regular priced Phoenix variant by Yasmin Putri. Spirits of Vengeance number 3. This is part 3 to War at the Gates of Hell. The Covenant, an ancient summit between the forces of heaven and hell, draws near, and the tensions between both factions are at an all-time high. When the grandest betrayal in history is weaponized, only Ghost Rider, Blade, Hellstorm, and Satana are in position to stop it. We're going to have a regular cover. There's also going to be a regular priced Phoenix variant by Francesco Mattina. Tales of Suspense number 100. This is part 1 to Red Ledger. It springs back from the pages of Secret Empire. The Black Widow is dead, but someone's killing her enemies. With a broken heart and a bloody trail to follow, Hawkeye's looking for answers, and the only person alive who may have them is Natasha Romanoff's other ex-boyfriend, the Winter Soldier. Can they trust each other long enough to unravel the web of mysteries that Black Widow left behind? Now this is going to ship with 4 different covers. You have a regular cover, you have a John Tyler Christopher trading card variant, a Mike McCone Legacy headshot variant, and an incentive variant by Andrea Sorrentino. Venom number 159. Now this is part 3 to the Venom Inc. story arc. Venom Inc. is weaving its tendrils through New York's criminal underworld, and Maniac's got himself a cadre of symbiotically subdued, superpowered lieutenants, and they're all bearing down on Spider-Man. But Venom is no shape to provide an assist for his unlikely ally. We have a regular cover by Gerardo Sandoval, and there's also a regular price Phoenix variant by Tyler Crook. Weapon X number 12. This is part 1 to Nuclear War. Mutant genocide is being committed in a small third world country. Now it's up to Weapon X to stop this massacre. But the militia they'll be taking on isn't full of your ordinary run-of-the-mill soldiers. These guys are powered by the red pills taken by the super soldier Nuke. It's Weapon X versus a Nuke platoon. This comic's going to ship with 5 different covers. You have a regular cover, there's a regular priced variant, there's also a Mike McCone head sketch, there's also an artist variant, and there's also a John Tyler Christopher trading card variant. So there you have it. Those are the Marvel comics that are coming out in December that I like for pre-order right now in the month of October. Remember, get those pre-orders in, guys. Save that money off the cover price. Put that 20 to 50% back in your wallet. Use it on one of those incentive variants. Either way, save some money, get your pre-orders, and that way you're also guaranteed to get a copy of the comic. So having said that, let me know what you guys are going to be pre-ordering. If you do pre-orders, also let me know what titles I didn't put in this video that you were looking at pre-ordering, because there are a bunch of titles that are coming out from Marvel that, of course, I did not add. Just didn't have the time, or I'm just not reading those, and I love hearing recommendations from other people. So that's what you got, guys. Also, I want to give a huge shout out to Jeff, Matt, and Rajim. They're supporting me on Patreon. I can't thank you guys enough. A couple more supporters, and we'll have ourselves an away team. So hey, this is Brian with Simpleman's Comics in collaboration with Comic Book Speculation Investing, and I'll see you guys next time.